Shifting focus to the latest on the Russia-Ukraine war, it's UK's largest intel agency, Government Communications Headquarters, that has said nearly 500,000 Russian soldiers have likely been killed since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. In fact, as Russia's relentless assault on Ukraine continues, Russian drones struck the southern port city of Odesa, which injured 11 people, including 2 children. The strikes damaged residential buildings and led to massive fires. Firefighters were seen battling the intense blaze. Those wounded include 6 men, 3 women and 2 children aged 11 and 12.
Russia has struck Odesa during the daytime. A big fire erupted over an area of 1,800 square meters. A zoological shop, a liquor store, and a post office caught fire. At the moment, we know of 8 injured people, hospitalized. Unfortunately, a puppy that was in the shop has died.
Separately, in the heavily contested Donetsk region, Ukrainian troops and artillery targeted Russian dugouts with a domestically produced self-propelled howitzer. As Russia ramps up its missile attacks on Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky has written to President Donald Trump. In this letter, Zelensky has urged Trump to provide more ammunition for the Patriot air defense systems to counter Russian ballistic missiles. Zelensky said that the pace at which it is receiving the Patriot missiles was no longer sufficient to match the scale of the threat facing Ukraine. In a video message, Zelensky confirmed that he has written a letter to Trump and the US Congress, adding that while much of the world's attention is now on the war in Iran, US must also listen to Ukraine and provide necessary protection against Moscow's ballistic attacks.
This week, I drafted a special letter, a letter to the President of the United States and to Congress, and yesterday, the letter was sent to the relevant institutions in Washington. It is rare for leaders of another country to address both the President and Congress of the United States of America at the same time in a letter. But the situation now is such that we must act swiftly, and act effectively. It is important that America hears Ukraine.
Zelensky's appeal underscores Ukraine's almost total reliance on its Western allies to down Russian missile barrages. The request also comes just days after Moscow launched one of the biggest and deadliest combined missile and drone attacks on Kiev. Amid these developments, President Vladimir Putin has arrived in Kazakhstan on a 2-day state visit. Kazakh President Tokayev met Putin on arrival, and during the visit, the 2 leaders are now expected to sign a deal for the construction of a nuclear power plant in Kazakhstan. In fact, Putin will also take part in a summit meet of the leaders of the Eurasian Economic Union too.